Hey yo, what up, what up, what up? This is Lamar with Slide Sports TV. We back at it talking about Lamar Jackson and his contract situation. We got a real ugly situation right now. Uglier than it's ever been with this guy, but it's okay. Like, it's fine. Anybody who's watched this channel, or definitely anybody knows me in real life, they know that I wasn't like the biggest. I was never the biggest Lamar Jackson fan, right? I've always maintained that the guy is a spectacular player, right? He can do some spectacular shit out on the football field. But I always have also said that it's going to be tough for him to win a Super Bowl playing like that. Like, that style does not convert to Super Bowls. And if I'm wrong, show me where I'm wrong. Show me a Super Bowl who has won playing that style. Colin Kaepernick got the closest, right? He got the closest. He actually made it to the Super Bowl with that 49ers team. But ironically, in 2011, my Ravens beat them in the Super Bowl, right? They tried everything. They tried to turn out the lights. They tried everything. Tried to, make our veteran team get cold on the bench and everything. Start the game after another hour and a half. We won the game. My point is that style that he has does not convert to Super Bowls. It's great when you first start. You can pile up a bunch of stats in regular season and doing all this running and shit, like. But in the playoffs, you're not going to get those looks. Nobody's going to let you run like that in the playoffs as a quarterback. But that's more schematics. But what I'm going to talk about is like, hey, bro, Lamar Jackson, you on some bullshit right now, man. Like, which one is it? Is it that, all right, what am I talking about? So before this last game against the Bengals, Ravens had to go up to Cincinnati or over to Cincinnati for that playoff game playing against the Bengals. Lamar Jackson, before the game, he made sure to let us know, I'm too injured to play. My knee is unstable. Like, he said this shit. My knee is unstable. I have a sprain. It's a sprained knee. That's keeping me out 2 months. Right? See, he says shit like that for all you couch potatoes that you've never done anything. You don't know about sports injuries. You never sprain nothing because you never do shit. You sit on your ass all fucking day. He says that for you. Because people that know better, we know a sprained knee ain't keeping a professional fucking quarterback off the field. But probably not even for one game, let alone 2 months. See, we know that. Like, if your knee is unstable, as he put it, guess what that means? That means it's not sprained. That means it's something else. Right? That means you broke your leg, or you got some ligament damage, or you got an ACL or something up in there, right? Like, you got a sprained knee, my man. You got a sprained knee. You put some ice on that motherfucker and get back out there. Right? Maybe take a week off. I mean, if you want to be super careful, make sure you're there for the playoffs, you take 2 weeks. Tops. Absolutely tops. 2 weeks. This motherfucker took 2 months off for a sprain. But that ain't even it. So we go to Cincinnati, we lose the game, right? They fought their hearts out. Tyler Huntley basically blew the game, right? So we lose the game, and right after the game, now we got Lamar Jackson, the truth teller, right? We had the bullshit, my knee, before the game. After the game, now it's, when you got something good, you better pour into it because it might leave you. All this angry black woman shit. Right? Now he coming with his true feelings. So what are you saying, Lamar? Like, if you had gotten that contract, you would have played, correct? That's what I've been saying the whole fucking time. That's what I've been saying the whole fucking time about this guy. He's not what people making him out to be. He's not. He's not what people make him out to be. Sure, when you put when you put a microphone and a camera in his face, he's gonna say the right thing. He ain't gonna say nothing crazy. I like that about him, right? He knows how to play the game. He's had some PR work, right? But we get a rare moment of truth now. Because right before the game, it was, my knee is not back yet. My knee is still hurt. It's sprained. After the game, that's why you better take care. When you got something good, you should take care of it. I don't respect that shit. I don't respect that. I don't respect that shit. Like, and if you do, hey, more power to you. You probably got hoes running all over you, man. I don't respect that shit. And I get it. Lamar, he has his mom as his agent. Kept the money in-house. He didn't want to pay out to some guy, that he probably don't trust 100%. He got his mom. He trusts his mom. He knows his mom ain't going to rob him, But, bruh, that don't mean you got to sound like your mom. And it definitely don't mean you should sound like that. Like that to me, that was embarrassing. That tweet, when you got something good, you don't play it, you don't play with it, you don't, whatever, all that, it just sound like, as I read it, I'm like, this is some black woman shit. You a grown man, dude. You a grown man, dude. Like, what are you doing? Like, you sitting up here. And I mean, I'm gonna just touch on that real quick. Like, if I made it, like when I make it, I'm not giving my mom a job. My mom ain't gonna work for me or nobody else. I'm gonna let her retire so that she can do what she wanna do. I'm sure she working harder as his agent than she probably did at her job, whatever the fuck she was doing before he got on. Cause I ain't no doubt about it. She got to work hard. Now, like through this shit, his tweets and stupid shit he's saying, him sitting out practice, sitting out playoff games and shit. Now your agent got to be talking. Now she got to talk to other teams and see who's interested. And like, your mom is being worked, bro. I get it. You was looking out for yourself and your business, but we got to get out of this low level nigga shit, bruh. We gotta stop that. Like, get your business together, man. There's plenty of sports agents out here. Of all shapes, sizes, colors, genders, whatever the fuck you want. But that's what they do. They're sports agents. Right? You got your mom to be a sports agent, and now you sounding like your mom. Trying to do business sounding like that. Like, I wouldn't even want to talk to him. A dude that sound like that, a quarterback, I don't want you as my quarterback. That's not even, the quarterback is like damn near the team president. He's the team representative on the field. You got to trust this guy. He's the guy you put in place to lead your team. You want your team leader talking about, that's why when you got something good, you better take care of it, And then all that grass is green on the other side bullshit. Sound like one of these dumb ass stupid ass hoes. I mean, exactly. He sounded exactly like one of them. I don't understand the move. Like the Ravens, they wanted to keep even like I said in the last video, the Ravens wanted to keep the negotiations going through the season so that they could lock him up and get him locked up through the season, not have to worry about it. Him listening to his agent, because that's what players do. That's what you. If you're not listening to your agent, then why do you even have it? So yeah, him listening to his agent, his mom agent, all in her feelings. No, we ain't gonna negotiate now, cause today's price. What'd he say? Cause tomorrow's price is not today's price. How the fuck you say it, right? Because they was playing good then. She shut down the talks. That wasn't smart business wise. See, a real agent would say, "Hey, Lamar, I think it's time." They talking, the right number. They talking that number. Remember that number that you said? They beat that number. It's not quite Deshaun Stevenson, but it's a good number. Let's go ahead and take it. Let's lock this up. Go win the Super Bowl, man. No, that ain't what happened. She wanted to hold the organization's feet to the fire. Like her son wasn't a running quarterback that could get hurt on any play. Keep listening to these motherfuckers, man. Keep letting them guide you in life. Jesus Christ, man. Like, and I'm talking about like right before the Bengals game, he come out. Like, he couldn't just stay where he was. He wants the story to be about him. Right? He want the story to be about him. He want the attention. Right before the Bengals game, John Harbaugh trying to get ready for a goddamn game. And here go this motherfucker talking about, yeah, my knee. Wasn't nobody talking to you about that, man. We getting ready for the goddamn game. My knee is still wobbly and it's unstable and this and that. And yeah, I wish I could be out there with my guy. Like, your guys is focused on the game. They ain't think about you right now. But he had to do that. Right? I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna like what I'm saying, but it's true. You just don't like what I'm saying. You just don't like what I'm saying. A lot of motherfuckers be having some bullshit with him. And y'all let them slide. I don't get to slide with shit. Right? Every mistake that I make, I got an answer for it. Trust me. Every mistake that I make, somewhere along the line, I'm going to answer for that mistake. It's going to show back up. Right? But I'm supposed to look past. I ain't looking past shit. If I see it for a fucking reason. So right before the game, my knee, I can't play. My knee's still wobbly. It's sprained. It's a grade 2 sprain. Okay. Almost a grade 3. He actually said that. Like, and then right after the game, like before the game, you playing up the injury. Right after the game, now you playing up the contract. Right? That's not cool, man. Now you really being dishonest. Right? You really being dishonest. The next day, he's giving us the angry black woman spiel. About when you got something good, you pour into it, you take care of it, you don't play around with it. Like, that's something you shouldn't be saying that, bro. Even if that's how you feel, why would you come out and say that? You basically told everybody that you quit, that you didn't play because of the contract. Right? Just like these, it's been said that, you get into a relationship with a woman and, if it's long term, that could mean different things to different people. But say you're in a relationship with a woman for a year, right? She's going to check out of that relationship before she actually leaves, right? She's going to start doing little dumb shit like, little stupid shit to get on your nerves, to troll you, to try to start bullshit with you. You know, that's what they do. And that's what this is. That's what I look at this is. Like, missing all those practices and, like, it's not what you want to see from your franchise quarterback. But here's a fresh thought. Your mommy agent, let me say that. Here's a fresh thought your mommy agent probably didn't think about Lamar Jackson. The Ravens, the Baltimore Ravens, hold on. The Baltimore Ravens were the only ones who took a huge chance on drafting you. I think it was 2017. The Ravens were the only team that was going to draft you to play quarterback, bro. That same team you trying to shit on now is the only team. They the only reason you are where you are right now. I know niggas don't. Something about black people, we don't like to look back with gratitude on people that helped us, right? It's like somehow we convince ourselves that they are the people that deserve to be disrespected. And all these new people, they know the real you, right? Man, you just gotta let it play out, bro. We have some really, really, really disgusting ways. And I'm using weed loosely because I don't, nah. I got my faults, but that ain't it. Like, nah. If it weren't for the Ravens, Lamar Jackson would be a fucking slot receiver, making about 3 to 4 times less money than he does right now. Not his new contract that he's talking about. Making about 3 to 4 times less money than he makes now on his rookie contract coming off the bench at wide receiver. If it wasn't for the Ravens, we wouldn't know this guy. I mean, we wouldn't know him, but he wouldn't be like, oh, Lamar Jackson. Like, no, he would not be a star. He'd be like Terrell Pryor, right? If it wasn't for the Ravens, you would be a wide receiver, bro. Coming off the bench, you'd be like somebody's 4th option at wide receiver and kick return. But people they forget, don't they? They fucking forget, man. Talking about pour into, like, they poured into you. What are you talking about? They changed the whole fucking team around to your abilities. They changed the whole offense for you. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, you just talking about giving you whatever amount of money that you asked for. That's not the way it works, bro. That's not the way it works. The Ravens don't work like that. They're not one of them teams that just hand it all over to one guy. They are into winning. They're trying to build winners every year. I give the Ravens that. I love the way the Ravens do their business. They're gonna put the team first. Now, I saw the quote. It was very funny when I saw it. Now, Ed Reed is one of my favorite football players. Definitely my favorite Raven, right? Ed Reed is definitely one of my favorite football players of all time. But Ed Reed has a chip on his shoulder against the Ravens. But like, even through the chip, he said something. He's talking about Lamar Jackson's contract, and he's like, yeah, if you're not one of them guys, they're not gonna give you that money if you're not one of them guys. Guess who was one of them guys though? Ed Reed. Ed Reed was one of them guys that they love, right? They had no problem giving him the money. Why? Because they knew he was gonna be at fucking practice every week, every day he gonna be at practice. He gonna be after practice, looking at tape, trying to get better. Those are the guys the Ravens give that kind of money to. If you're not that, they're not gonna give it to you. It's simple as that. It don't matter what the fans say. None of that shit. It don't matter what Shannon Sharp bitch ass get on there. He act like a woman, man. And I'm not even trying to use. He acts like a bitch. I should say that. He act like a bitch. Because I know plenty of women that don't do this. I know plenty of women that don't have the attitude. Like, I don't even deal with certain type of women these days. Or forever. Like, once I found, like, something about these alpha women, right? That's what they call themselves. I don't really buy into it like that, but something about these alpha women, we get along fine. Me and alpha women, we get along just fine. We understand each other's boundaries, and we do fine. It's these other bitches that these really unconfident but trying to like push these beta bitches. I guess that's me and confident people have no problem. I noticed that. It's only people with all this self-doubt. But there's a reason for everything. And we might touch on it in this video. But my point is, Lamar, that team took a chance on you. That's the team they poured into you. The Ravens. The same team that you're treating like shit right now is the team that basically built you up into the guy that you are right now. Right? Your senior season in college at Louisville was not good. It wasn't good. The Ravens saw something in you despite that and chose you. Lamar Jackson and his mom agent clearly forgot where their bread was really buttered at. They forgot, right? Something happened in 2019 when he got that MVP. They start smelling themselves a little bit, or a lot. They start smelling themselves. They start hearing the compliments and seeing this and seeing that. But guess what? Your play didn't necessarily get better since then. Lamar Jackson, he don't play no better now than he played in 2019. Right? He's still coming out with the same exact football game. Excellent running, decent passing. Right? That's pretty much, that's it. The Ravens know how this game works. They know as players get older, you're not going to be able to run like that as you get older. Either through age or injury, something's going to slow you down. Like the trajectory of that type of player, they know what they're doing. Now, what if Lamar Jackson would have been working on his passing game and became like a very accurate pocket passer? They would have to fucking pay you. But you're too busy missing practice. Why? Because you're smelling yourself. What if Flacco did this in 2011? Because Flacco didn't have his new contract. Flacco was playing. He played his last days of his contract out. He played them all out. What if Flacco said, you ain't give me my money? I'm hurt then. Guess what? We wouldn't have got that Super Bowl in 2011. Flacco did that. So here's what we have. Two different perspectives. Here's the Flacco perspective back in 2011. Wow, there must be some reason these assholes didn't give me my money, man. Right? I thought I played pretty good, but these assholes still ain't giving me my money. All right, cool. Let me get out there and play better. Let me get out there and play better. Show and prove, right? And play better so I can get my bag. See how he put it on himself? And then actually went out there and did it. Right? Here's Lamar Jackson. Wow, they still ain't paid me yet. My feelings are hurt. They don't believe in me. I risk my body and all this shit for this team, and I want to go where I'm appreciated. Like the grass is green on the other side. He's mad. His feelings are involved. Like he never put it on himself. Like, you know what? Maybe I could do some things better. But that comes because there's too many people kissing his ass. You got too many people kissing your ass, validating you and telling you that you ain't doing nothing wrong. Like nobody telling you the truth. They setting you up for failure. They setting you up for failure. Because don't make no mistake about it. I hope the Ravens do trade him, right? Because now it's just too toxic. The shit is just it's too toxic to even fix it now. So I hope they do trade him. But guess what? He's never going to have it like he had it in Baltimore. Ever. He's never going to have it like he had it in Baltimore. Never. And I'm talking about the whole package, the whole city behind him. Like, wherever you go, it ain't going to be the same. Maybe that's good. Maybe he don't want it to be the same. Fine. But I'm just saying, like, you're never going to have all the keys to your next team like you had with the Ravens. All you had to do was be a real leader. Not a lead. Don't turn into a leader when the microphone and cameras come out. Go to fucking practice. Right? Go to practice. Work on your craft, which is throwing the football, passing. Work on that. Work on it. Like, I just touched on those two different perspectives. One is confident, Flacco saying, look, they ain't gave me my money yet, but I know what I can do. I know what I can do. I can go out there. I know watch this. All right, you ain't giving my, but I'm going to make them give me the money. And then he went out and performed. And then the other guy is, what if I get hurt? Oh man, I'm not protected. And I need to have my money so that, and my feelings is about my feelings and all this stuff unrelated to football. And quit on the team. Stop playing. Still getting paid, because you're still under contract, brother. You're getting paid as we speak, but you ain't doing your job. You ain't playing. And then you brazen enough to come out and say it, basically. That's not a leader of a football team, a company, a household. That ain't a leader of nothing. That's a motherfucker who will bail at the first sight of a challenge. That's unbecoming of a man. You know what I'm saying? Which kind of touches on this other concept. Very, very, very damaging. This concept is very damaging to our community. The need to know. The need to be sure. The need to be sure. If you have a need to be sure about things, everything around you, you need to be sure about this person. You need to be sure about this opportunity before you do it. You need to be sure about this. You need to be sure about that. You're not godly. The need to be sure will have you doing some very, very ugly things in the name of being sure about something. Because this other thing is mysterious. This other thing is something that you don't really understand. You can't wrap your head around it. So, like, women blow up so many relationships just off of that. And I love when I'm dating a woman and she can't handle me being mysterious. She needs to know everything. She feel like she need to know this and know that. Look, no. I'm not about to break some of myself up for you. You got to look and see. You can't do it? Cool, no problem. Right? No problem. But it ain't so much about me being an asshole. What it is I don't like that spirit of her needing to know. I'm a godly man. I'm not going to know everything right there on the spot. I move, like, I let God move me. So how the fuck I'm gonna tell this chick what she want to hear all the time? Nah, step. Right? But I think I got that pretty much corrected these days. Like, things have been going pretty good in that regard. Because once you change your eye level, like, you're not even looking down there no more. You know, so I don't get those down there problems. You know, I don't get those. You know, it's always gonna be something. Even if you're looking up here, it's always gonna be something. So let me not even say it like that. You know, but I'd rather have these problems than those problems down there. That's all. Like, that's how you know if you're going the right way. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to have your next contract before this one runs out. You really don't need that. Lamar Jackson basically allowed the Arizona Cardinals and the Cleveland Browns to troll him indirectly, because they wasn't thinking about him. But those contracts that they gave out to their black quarterbacks, those contracts was crazy. And they didn't deserve, neither one of those guys deserved those contracts. So he like, if they got that money, surely I'm getting it. But see, you shouldn't have did that. You should have just looked at your situation. Number one, you got a better team than both of those teams. So why you wanna compare yourself to that? He looked at it the wrong way. I think he got the wrong agent, you know, which probably didn't help the situation. And here we are. So that's all I got, man. This video's been way too fucking long. But, like, fellas, men, gentlemen, I need you to let go of the need to be sure of everything. Allow God to work through you. The Most High got you. I mean, if you're walking out here upright, you know, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, He got you. And He got you don't mean you're going to get your way. He's not a genie in a bottle. It don't mean you're going to get your way all the time. Sometimes you ain't going to get your way. Sometimes you ain't going to get your way, but that thing is going to be so much better than what you had in mind. That's why the need to be sure is a killer. That kills your spirit. You need to be 100% sure about everything. That kills your spirit. That means you walking by sight alone. Float that motto out there and think about it. But that's all I got for this video. If you like it, go ahead and stretch out and hit that like button. Peace.